AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to another episode of New York City Wrestling for TEW 2016. So, first of all, there are a few things that have happened off camera. First of all, we've signed about, I think it was 4 people, and we've lost one person already, with another one in the process of being taken from us. Okay, so the first person that was actually taken from us was within the first 2 weeks of the actual save. Of course, we're at Saturday week 2, which is where our first event is. I'll get to the events in a second. But yeah, have a little look here through this list. Look at the R's. There's only 2 R's there. One's missing. Roger Cage was taken within the first week by US Pro, or USPW. Yeah, they took our heavyweight, well, not our heavyweight champion, our main event champion. So we currently have a vacant. Sorry about that. We currently have a vacant New York City Wrestling Empire champion, which I guess in a way, obviously we lost Roger Cage, who's probably the best worker we have in the company. But if you look at it another way, we have a vacant title now, so I can basically do whatever I want, make anyone the champion who I'm interested in. So that's probably the most positive way to look at it, and I think that's the way we're going to go forward with it, and hopefully we are able to actually crown a nice new champion. Okay, so we'll get into the people I brought in. First of all, I mentioned there were 4 signings. The first one was where is he? We'll go with the 2 favourite ones. So first of all, Marvel Malloy. By the way, I was wrong about the COT World Tag Team Champions. I didn't realise, but the Ring Generals weren't the first Tag Team Champions. The American Cobras were. I didn't actually look at the the history of it. For some reason, I just thought the Ring Generals were. But I am a big fan of the Cobras. I'm going to change their pictures. I've got an alternate picture for both Marvel and Storm with the American Cobras headbands, so I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Marvel Malloy, he was signed. I mean, they're both just amazing workers, to be honest. Obviously, they need a little bit of work, but I mean, look at the in-ring stats. I mean, the charisma. Yeah, Marvel's got better charisma and stuff like that, whereas Storm has better in-ring stats, I believe, and better basics as well. Although he does lack a little bit of psychology and yeah, no charisma. But as you can see, I mean, they're pretty much all C's except for submissions, which is just ridiculous. And yeah, the American Cobras are now in NYCW. The 2 other guys we brought in were both actually on my hidden gems in my creative meeting. First of all, Marsh Stranger. Had a little look at him. He's only 26. He's a mid-carder. Brought him in as a face. Obviously, Roger Cage was a face. So I kind of brought this guy in to somewhat replace him. As you can see, he's a pretty talented guy. Good psychology basics. A couple of C's in his in-ring skills. And C-star quality and charisma. So, yeah, he's got a little bit going for him. Obviously, he wears a mask. Something a little bit different, especially in NYC, apart from Freedom and Hawkeye. And the last guy I brought in, if I can find him, was Seth Whitehead. 22-year-old in his rookie year. He's an opener. Nothing too special. He was also in the Hidden Gems. He looks alright. Lacking in psychology, as you would kind of expect. A guy that's just been brought into the business. But good charisma, star quality, a little bit of menace about him. Got a couple of D's up here, so Happy Days should be a nice little project for me to try and turn him into something. Obviously, he's a heel, so he'll work nicely with Steve Flash being a face. We'll go into the storylines here before I get into the schedule. So we got Empire building. Obviously, Roger Cage wasn't there. And now we've just got Bulldozer Brandon Smith and Honest Frank. And we're obviously going to have to get rid of that. But this was one of the default storylines. This was also another default storyline. We got Animal Harker and Tennessee William, the tag champs, versus Howlin, Mad Mort, and White Horse Whitaker, who are the boys from the Yukon. I made this one. This is a new generation. We've got Freedom Eagle, Hawkeye Calhoun, Man Mountain Cahill, and Steve Flash, and of course we're going to add the other guy into that. We got Old School versus New School. Dean Waldorf, Marv Statler versus Rick Sanders and the Masked Mauler, who are a tag team, but I've forgotten what their tag name is. Let's have a look here. They are Old School Principals. There we go. So got the Old School in there. We should also add the American Cobras while we're here. Storm and Marvel Malloy. American Cobras. Awesome. Okay, so there they are. The Cobra Strikers, their finisher, and then of course they're a unit. And then they go Coastal Zone Tag Team Champs, and the Clot World Champ, World Tag Team Champs as well, if I can spit my words out. So yeah, we can't get into the schedule. That's unfortunate, but I did actually find a nice little assortment of graphics. So we've got some decent little pay-per-views. I'll go over them after we finish booking the show. We've got to first pick our venue. Of course, we're in the Tri-State. We're expected to get 1.1 thousand, just under 1.2 really. But I will be going for a 1,000-seater stadium or arena. So it's already booked us in the ministry. So yeah, we'll definitely go there. Happy days. Okay, so we've got 2 hours. Actually, let me just go back for a second. We needed to have a storytelling match. Okay, just got to double check that. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Of course, I haven't really made any type of video in a few months. I'm focusing on my university and stuff like that. But I have been enjoying playing TEW in the meantime, off camera, and yeah, decided to just start this series right now. So we may as well book the main event first. It's kind of how I like to do things. So we'll go Bulldozer Brandon Smith versus Honest Frank, who's a heel. And I kind of, you guys should probably know who's going over here. Okay, decent stamina. Oh, come on, don't do silly stuff like that. Okay, 58. Yeah, we'll go 16. I don't actually know if Honest Frank will be able to go that long. I think he's in. Yeah, he's definitely in time decline. Time decline. So what is a storytelling match? I haven't actually read storytelling. I've read a few other ones, but so as far as aim, the match is set up to events. Okay. Right. Okay, well it won't be this, will it be? No. We might actually make this a spectacle match. Obviously it is for the Empire title. And we'll go open, cold, slow build, decisive. I think that works quite well. They both have the psychology to call, yeah. I know Bulldozer does, he's pretty decent. Yeah, okay. Should actually be a very good match. A good one to start off things. We'll go a tag team match. If it'll let me get to my tag teams. Alright, so we'll go Brooklyn's Finest versus the Ring. No, we'll go the Cobras. Obviously, they're the heel team. We'll just go a 7-minute match. Could make it high spots if I think about it. Yeah, no, maybe not. They're actually. I forgot that they're really, really bad. They both have. No, definitely not high spots. Okay, so we'll just go Storm to get the win. Hawkeye can lose because he's the enhancement talent. Regular match. Oh, actually, we'll go work the crowd. And then we'll go open, scripted, and decisive. And that can be the first match on the card. Just to try and boost the crowd up a bit and get them a little bit interested in what's going on. So we'll exclude Booked there. We do have a very small roster at the moment, which, I mean, I'm a little bit worried about, but at the end of the day, you know, small rosters at our size, I mean, we're not even regional yet, we're still small by that 1 point. We're on 28, we need 29 importance, so yeah. I think we'll have the ring generals do separate matches, just because they can go for a lot longer than a lot of the other members of the roster, and I don't really want to waste them both in a tag team match. It's not really wasting them, but yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. Yeah, just go a regular match. Dean to win, obviously. Open, called, I think. I think we can do called. And decisive. I was going to go all out, but I'm not sure. Just want to double check. It won't take me very long to get used to these guys and you know, most of their stats. Okay, it's a decent match. Now we need to put Marv in a match. Marv can just beat Brutus Milano quite quickly. We'll give it 7. He's only a lower mid. Not really too fast once again. So Marv, yeah, we'll just leave it as regular. Script decisive. I don't think this guy can call. That's why I didn't. Yeah, he can't. Okay, perfect. It's another match on the card. We'll put that on there. We'll go a tag team match. We might actually do a title match, to be honest. We'll go the boys from Yukon with that lovely lag there. They can verse the Southern Stars. They are heels, aren't they? Yep. Okay, cool. I know they're lower mid-carders and they probably have really bad stamina as well. Hopefully they both have C's. That'd be decent. Okay, D+, not great. We'll give it 10. For the tag team titles, we'll give Tennessee William the win. Doesn't really matter who loses. I think we might go storytelling. Actually, we're going to calm the crowd. Yeah, because we'll put this before the main event. Open, script, and decisive. I don't think either of these guys can call. I'm guessing not. Okay. How are we going? 62 minutes. Okay, well, might have to cut these show times down just a little bit, at least until we get a few more shows under our belt. Seth is a heel. May as well just do that straight away. Let's get a nice little 7-minute match in there. Obviously Steve Flash. I was kind of thinking about making Steve Flash a champion. I'm not going to lie. Because I am a big Steve Flash fan. I think he's amazing, even though he's extremely old. So we'll put that in between there. Try and get one more match on the card and then we'll do some angles. How many teams left? Okay, I got old school. We'll do a tag match. Cool. Old school principles can verse their heel, aren't they? Yep. Okay. Can verse some single faces. Oh, Marsh Stranger and Crockett Tubbs. Beautiful. Okay, we'll give that 12. And we'll go Rick Sanders to win. Marsh Stranger can lose. We might go steal the show. Receptive crowd. Yeah, I don't know. It might work. We'll give it a crack anyway. Obviously it's the first show, we can't really expect too much. Crockett, I don't think... Oh, he can. Wow, he's actually really good. This might actually steal the show. I'm going to get rid of script and chuck call on there. So I'm pretty sure all these guys can have the psychology for it. Yeah, I believe so. What about Rick? Yep, okay. I know he definitely can, yeah? Yep. Alrighty, so I think that'll do us for matches. I think that's a pretty decent card, to be honest. Still got quite a bit of time for angles. Of course, they've got the freestyle angle thing, but I always like to make my own angles because they're a lot. I don't know. I find them that I use a lot of the same angles, you know, repetitively. If that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do here is just make a menace generic tag angle for the boys from the Yukon because they're both fairly decent at menace angles. Give that success because that just makes sense. We will also do a singles promo, clone that and chuck success on there just because I don't really think angles are a bit pointless if they don't have some sort of success coming out of them for the storylines. Okay, so we'll do one of these. I'm not too sure who it's going to be. I think Bulldoze is better at... Let's have a look at Honest Frank. I think he should be... Yeah, he definitely... He's actually got pretty good stats. Entertainment stats anyway. So he can cut a promo for 6 minutes on Bulldozer. That can go probably about there, pretty early on. Then we go to Menace angle, we'll get the tag generic in. The boys from the Yukon, which are obviously got to learn names. Howlin' Mad Mort and White Horse Whitaker. Give them another 6 minutes. Boys from the Yukon. Where's their match? Right where I am. Okay, lovely. Well, that can go there, and then we'll get one, maybe two, I don't know. We'll definitely go one. We need a singles success, but we'll go Menace on top of that for Bulldozer. Change entertainment to Menace. Simple, but very effective. So then we'll go like that. Then we'll go Bulldozer. Oops. And that will be on Honest Frank. Okay. Again, another 6 minutes on there. And that'll go just before their match. I know Marvel can talk. No, not really. Okay. What about these guys? Can they talk or do anything? Not really. He's a little bit better, but once again, nothing too substantial. Don't think the ring generals can talk either. No, obviously they're kind of just a, really good tag team. Oh, this guy, Brutus. Maybe we'll do a Brutus promo. Try and get him a little bit over. He's got the menace stat for it anyway. Okay, so Milano. Is his name Milano? It's Brutus Milano, isn't it? And he's versing Dean, I think. Hope it was Dean anyway. No, he's not versing Dean. He's versing Marv. Lovely. Okay. So I'm curious to see how that'll do. Hopefully it does alright. We'll give it a save there. Let's run our first show, eh? Okay, Storm debuted, he's no gimmick needed, got an average. Marvel got an average for his cocky youth. Hawkeye got a 17, Freedom got a 24. In terms of in-ring work, Storm was head and shoulders above everyone else. So yeah, the Cobras defeat Brooklyn's Finest in 7:29 when Storm Spillane defeated Hawkeye by submission with a kneeling Boston Crab. 42D, that's a decent rating. I mean, these two are horrible, don't forget, so good stuff. And funnily enough, Storm is the only one to improve out of all four of these guys. Anyway, moving on. Okay, Dean beat the New York Doll in just under 12 by pinfall with a Waldorf salad toss. They don't click at all, which is probably reflected in that rating there. Dean only got a 39, which is probably a bit lower than you would expect from him. But I got a 37D minus, and they both improve in performance skills, which is always good to see. Honest Frank, 50D plus promo, is not suited to his gimmick. Okay, so we need to change Honest Frank's gimmick. But the angle got the crowd hotter, which is always good. Yeah, okay, Seth Whitehead was off his game. Apparently he's getting better. His gimmick that he just debuted, which is Evildoer, got an average. But Steve Flash defeated Seth Whitehead in 6:45 by pinfall with a flashbang. No worker improvements, another 36D minus. 39D minus, the Old School Principles defeated Marsh Stranger and Crockett Tubbs in 12:25 when Rick Sanders defeated Marsh Stranger by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. Marsh Stranger debuted his old school face gimmick. It has gotten an initial rating of legendary. Okay. It was off his game. Crockett and Marsh Stranger have zero chemistry as partners. Match got the crowd buzzing somehow. And everyone was kind of poor. Crockett was the worst. Oh, actually, he wasn't. Mark Smaller was. And Mark Smaller improves in technical and performance. That's a really... He's like 44 years old. Anyway. Wow, Brutus with a 51D plus. Very good angle. Obviously, you would expect that being rated on his menace, which is pretty decent. Another 36D minus. Okay. Marv defeats Brutus Milano in 7 minutes 9 seconds by pinfall with a backdrop backbreaker. Yeah, Brutus got a 21. Marv with a 40. No worker improvements. Have a look at the dirt sheet. Penalised being unable to use spinal impact moves and high risk moves. They were both penalised for that, so that might be something I might change. Because if that's ding in the match, it could be like severe penalties. I'm not sure. Brutus, he was penalised for stamina. It was a 7-minute match. It's poor selling. Someone else is playing his gimmick better. Okay, we'll have to give him a generic gimmick then, I suppose. If they still have those, I'm not sure if they do. Wow. Yeah, the boys from the Yukon cut a 64C promo. Kind of expect that again with the Menace. Okay, as planned, this match brought the fans back down a little bit. The Southern Stars defeat the boys from the Yukon in 9:45 when Tennessee William defeated Whitehorse Whitaker by pinfall with a Texas meat grinder. The Southern Stars make defense number 5 of their tag team titles. Okay, the boys from the Yukon both got 31 in the match. Animal got 38 and Tennessee got 37, and the match itself was actually a 37, so that's good. And you got Whitaker improving in performance skills as well. Not a bad match. Let's see if it was ding for stamina. Poor psychology, unfortunately. Holding back as well, holding back. Playing his gimmick better, it's probably his partner. Yeah, they're all holding back, so that's not good, but I think I might definitely get rid of those high-risk moves and the spinal impact ones, because it looks like it's gonna... I don't know, I don't actually know if it's hurting our ratings too hard, but Bulldozer with another Menace promo gets a 60C, and the main event gets a 44D, which is pretty good, one of the better grades on the actual show as far as the matches go. Honest Frank, we all know he's not suited to his gimmick at the moment. Bulldozer got a 47, Frank got a 32. Yeah. Oh. Did I could have sworn. Okay, For some reason, I decided not to actually make Bulldozer win, which is kind of what I wanted to do. So yeah, Honest Frank defeated Bulldozer Brandon Smith in 15:45 by pinfall with a Frankenhurter. Honest Frank wins the NYCW Empire title. Yeah, Honest Frank wins 44D. The show gets a 34E+. Okay. And that is because of all of these things to do with the production department. With all the production values there, which is really frustrating. It really is. But we still get the popularity increase in one region. Who really did well? I don't know, I suppose we'll go Honest Frank. Bulldozer, he did pretty well. Did the best, actually. We'll go with Storm, because he outperformed everybody in his match. So we'll praise all these guys. Make that speech. And we'll go back to the title screen, as people like to call it. Another thing I'd like to mention is I want to give it's a bit of a shout out to Total Team Talk. He was the guy that actually introduced me to the game in the first place. He started like I think it was TEW 2005, you know, the free version that you can get from the forums. And yeah, then obviously he bought the 2013 version and started his TNA series, which was awesome, probably one of the best, up there with Matsadiro's More Save. Yeah, and he just basically, he's the one that introduced me to the game, so I just want to give a shout out to him. Obviously he's got really great content. He's probably one of, if not the biggest guy that actually does TEW. I'm just very thankful, to be honest, because without him I wouldn't actually know this game even exists. And I'm very happy to be playing, and yeah, making my own videos now as well, which is something that he asked everybody in the community to do, and I guess I've kind of responded. So that's pretty much going to wrap that episode up. I'll show you the schedule as I mentioned before. We've got 12 events now. We've got Rush Hour, which is the event we just did. Got a nice little. We've got some logos for him, which is good. We've got Broadway Brawl, Shamrock Showdown, which is in March, which is obviously when St. Patrick's Day is. Spring Breakdown. I think spring actually starts in March in New York, and it goes to the end of May, so yeah, put it in April. It fits. Rumble in the Bronx, nice little logo there. We've got Summer Heat, which I will actually, oh no, I think that's right actually. I think June is when summer starts in New York. Yeah, obviously it comes after spring. Gang Wars, apparently it's an all 3 versus 3. Well, that's the AI instruction anyway. I'm not sure if I'll make every match 3 versus 3, maybe just the main event. I think that's, you know, that's fair enough, because it is the like the above average event, the most important event on the whole schedule, really. Kings of New York, got a lot of plans for this. Plan on making it a tournament, like a tournament title, kind of trophy thing you win. We got March into Manhattan, another nice logo there. Halloween in Harlem, obviously in October. Good stuff. New York Nightmare, just a nice little logo there as well. And Seasons Beatings, which I thought is a very nice play on words. And yeah, so there are our events. Pretty happy with those. If we ever get a TV show, let me just go here. If we ever get a TV show, there is Ground Zero. That's what I'd like to call it. There's a couple of other logos, like we've got these anniversary ones. That I'm not too fussed about having an anniversary. There's Main Event, which might be like a B show or another A show, a second A show in the future, of course. And if I find it here in a second, yeah, Ground Zero. I just absolutely love that logo. I think it's very clean. I got all these logos, by the way. I got them off of the Grey Dog forums. So if you want to find some logos, I mean, the Grey Dog forums have absolutely everything as far as graphics go. I'm going to go back over there. I've got some nice alt pictures for certain people there as well. And I'm going to go look for some titles for New York City as well. New York City Wrestling. And hopefully they have some sort of trophy tournament title so I can make that. So yeah, that's basically going to wrap this episode up, guys. We did not go up in popularity or importance. I kind of didn't really expect us to either. And yeah, our next event is the Broadway Brawl, so I hope you guys will join me back for that. And yeah, if you've enjoyed, drop a like. I mean, comment as well. All feedback is greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.